Welcome guys to our another top 10 anime series. Our protagonist is weak but sometimes he is powered and powerful of anyone. I hope you will enjoy the background computer voice.
That simple start with a totally weak main character to those final scenes where literally nothing can stand in their way. Welcome back to Animeology. We know you've seen lists like this before, so we've got some recommendations here that you've probably never seen.
Number 10. I am standing on a million lives.
A fantastic dark fantasy isekai series. I'm Standing on a Million Lives is an anime quite unlike any other. A lot of violence and a lot of death, but some awesome magical powers and brilliant world building make this an absolute must-watch for any anime fan. We follow three unassuming and relatively normal main characters, brought into this magical world and forced to partake in a game and complete a number of quests. Set to be immortal and almost unkillable, we soon learn more and more about this crazy world and this insane universe. Easily the biggest draw of the series is the MC Yusuke Yotsuya. As opposed to most isekai MC, Yusuke is actually insanely antisocial and very selfish, with a deep hatred of humans, society, and even himself. Honestly, Yusuke is a borderline psychopath, and although he tries to do the right thing, he just can't help but be himself. Yusuke really elevates this anime to the next level, and his actions had us glued to our seats.
Number 9. So I am a spider, so what?
Easily one of the biggest surprise hits in recent times, this was a series that many looked to avoid adapting due to how difficult and strange the concept matter really was. But since its release in early 2021, the anime community has really responded well, and we can't wait for more. We learn of a world ripped apart by an epic battle between hero and demon lord, launching insane spells at each other until a space-time spell misses and instead hits a Japanese high school class, killing everyone and transporting them to a magical isekai world. As you can imagine, some of the students are reborn as noblemen and royalty, but our poor MC is reborn as a spider monster in an extremely weak dungeon. Filled with crazy beasts and constant dangers, you can't help but root for Shiraori and her refreshingly positive attitude. Never giving up, pressing forward, and slowly getting stronger and stronger whilst trying to enjoy her time in this awesome isekai world.
Number 8. Kingdom.
An epic historical fantasy series quite unlike any other, Kingdom is an absolutely brilliant manga series that is a really well-made and currently ongoing anime series that you should definitely check out. Both the manga and the anime are ongoing, and there is a lot for you to get involved with. Kingdom does draw very heavily from real-life history, set across a troubling and formative period across Chinese history, with a number of characters based on actual historical figures and their epic tales. The story itself focuses on two poor orphans that work as servants in a small village. With big dreams and hopes, they train every single day. The orphans are split up one day, and we follow the epic journey of Shin as he learns of the horrible truth of what really happened to his childhood friend, as he can't help but seek revenge while slowly getting dragged into a world of politics, betrayal, and mystery.
Number 7. Hitman Reborn.
There are a few anime series that'll have you rolling on the floor laughing. Hitman Reborn is definitely one of those, with its trademark mix of adventure, comedy, and some strange supernatural elements. This is definitely a seriously underrated modern classic that you should definitely be checking out. We learn of a young boy, Tsuna Sawada, selected to be the next boss of the powerful Von Gola crime family. The current head of the family chooses one of the greatest assassins, a baby hitman, to train Tsuna in the way of the mob and the street. Fantastic comedy as we see the weak and unassuming Tsuna slowly become stronger, more confident, and a far greater mob boss than anybody could have guessed. Alongside some interesting other additions to the core storyline include a well thought out love story. You can't help but fall in love with this absolutely brilliant journey following the unlikely duo of Tsuna and the baby hitman. A really unique premise and a very distinct feel. There really is no other anime series quite like Hitman Reborn.
Number 6. Tokyo Ghoul.
Easily one of the biggest names on this list, and for very good reason. Tokyo Ghoul is literally a masterclass of anime, bringing together some brilliant dark fantasy and supernatural thriller elements into one of the greatest new anime out there, set in an alternate reality in which ghouls work alongside humans. They look exactly like normal people, but need to eat human flesh in order to survive. They walk amongst humans and hide their true nature from the police. These ghouls actually have some pretty impressive powers, like better strength and improved healing. They also have thicker skin and an organ that can be used as a weapon in combat. There's a lot to get into here. The story of Tokyo Ghoul follows Ken Kane, a student that barely survives a date with a ghoul that tries to eat him. He almost dies but gets taken to the hospital and is saved, but at the cost of becoming a half ghoul. We follow his journey as he keeps his true secret from his friends and loved ones, as he feeds off human flesh and slowly learns what it is to be a ghoul.
Number 5. Denmachi.
A unique and exciting fantasy series, but don't let the name fool you. This anime extends to so much more, with brilliant characters, some strong core story arcs, as well as one of the better MCs we've come across in a while. This is an anime series that you should definitely be checking out. The gods were bored one day, and all came down to the fictional city of Orario, looking for excitement. They limited their godly powers and tried to experience what life would be like as a human. They created this underground, crazy dungeon and filled it with dangerous monsters and rare treasures. Groups of human adventurers go down to these dungeons, deeper and deeper in the hunt of rarer and more valuable treasures. We follow Belle Cranell, a 14-year-old solo adventurer that works hard, soon finding himself surrounded by several other girls from gods to humans that can't help but fall in love with him in one of the most fun but brilliant anime series we've seen in a while.
Number 4. Black Clover.
Making huge waves upon its release, the Black Clover hype has definitely died down a bit, with some brilliant arcs coming up. This is a series you definitely want to get involved with. Delivering a well-polished mix of adventure fantasy, Black Clover doesn't exactly innovate, but can certainly be considered the best in class. The series itself focuses on a young orphan by the name of Asta. Whereas most people are born in this world with the ability to harness this magical, powerful ability, Asta's got no magical power whatsoever. Instead, he chooses to focus on raw physical strength, as opposed to Yuno, another orphan with insane magical abilities. The two journey across and look to become the next Wizard King, with a friendly rivalry between the two as they travel across the brilliantly designed world of Black Clover, encountering all sorts of interesting and well thought out characters on their epic journey. The series itself recently ended, with a lot of material to get into, from an awesome manga series that's still ongoing, a fantastic game, as well as an upcoming anime film that we cannot wait to check out.
Number 3. The 12 Kingdoms.
An absolutely epic fantasy tale. There are few anime quite as grand as the 12 Kingdoms. Based on a series of awesome fantasy novels, this phenomenal anime series was exactly what fans hoped it would be, and more. Based heavily on Chinese mythology, the 12 Kingdoms circled in on Yoko Nakajima, your average high schooler who encounters a strange man one day that swears himself to her. Getting caught up in a crazy battle with strange demonic beasts, Yoko is then taken to a magical isekai world with some classmates. She looks completely different and begins to understand a strange language that she's never heard before. Being transported into an isekai world makes her a hunted fugitive, as she desperately tries to survive and escape whilst looking to uncover the truth of why Yoko and her classmates were even brought into this world.
Number 2. Shakugan no Sana.
With some heavy drama and awesome supernatural elements, this long-running series has since seen a huge amount of success as a light novel, a manga, anime, film, and even video game series. The anime itself has the involvement of Japanese animation royalty Takashi Watanabe, the genius behind some of the most awesome anime series of all time. This series tells the tale of an ancient battle between the Crimson Realm and the human world. This Crimson Realm is very similar to our own, but filled with individuals that are able to control a very powerful force across the universe. These powerful individuals are basically royalty, and should look to maintain a balance between our worlds, but sometimes lose control. The story itself is set across Japan, and follows a high schooler by the name of Yuji Sakai, thrown straight into this epic conflict of worlds, and encounters a huge number of interesting and mysterious characters. We soon learn that Yuji has far more power within him than you'd think. It should go without saying that with each passing episode, Yuji gets stronger and stronger as he looks to restore the balance in the universe once more.
Number 1. Tower of God.
A fantastic blend of action and dark fantasy. The Tower of God is a brilliant anime series that has since spawned a pretty impressive franchise from mobile games to anime films. Extremely unique and nearly flawless, Tower of God definitely made a buzz upon its release, but should definitely be checked out by any anime fan. We learn of a boy by the name of 25th Bam, spending most of his life near this huge and strange tower with no one but his close friend, Rachel, as company. Rachel enters the mysterious tower, and Bam has no choice but to enter it himself in order to find Rachel and save her. The tower itself is where the majority of the series takes place. It is brilliantly well designed, and a fantastic core basis for this series. A mysterious structure that is closed off and filled with a number of extremely strange and unique flaws. Filled with intelligent species and changes, watch as Bam fights his way through and slowly rises to the top in order to find and save Rachel.
Perfect.